Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the gang has leveled up, and it's time to go back to Lower Moonstone Hall and clear whatever is left down there. So this is the week where they do what I like to call the cleanup phase of a dungeon. So if you think about a dungeon, there's usually 3 phases. The first phase is, well, you get into the dungeon, you kind of get your bearings, you kind of get a feel for what it is, you get a feel for how big it is, and so forth. The second phase is you usually find out what the theme of the dungeon is. You fight a couple of monsters that all, adhere to that theme. You might fight a mini-boss or a couple of bosses down there. And then the final phase is that you go down, you either have to fight the big bad boss, and or you need to clean up whatever rooms you missed and, gather all the treasure. AKA, we call that greyhawking, where you're like, okay, we already finished the dungeon. We're going to spend all of our time going through every single inch of this dungeon to get every single piece of treasure. And we call that greyhawking. It comes from, Dungeons & Dragons 1st edition, where you go through every single inch of the dungeon and you take everything of value, including the furniture, if you can. Yes, believe it or not, Bob Marquis used to make me break down the furniture, and he would bring every single thing out of the dungeon that was worth something. He would bring bags of holding and smash things, put them into the bag of holding, and bring them back. That is how much he would loot the dungeon. If he could take the dungeon and bottle it up, he would. So this is the week where they pretty much beat all the bosses, if you think about it. I mean, the dungeon is not linear, so they kind of went in a weird direction and just sort of, went around and killed everything. Now they just have a couple of rooms left, and they're going to figure out whatever they missed. They're going to check them out. I'll be honest, a lot of these rooms are kind of small rooms. They're not really that big. However, there is something in this dungeon which is called an optional room. Now, Paizo is very popular for doing this. They will put in an optional encounter, which will usually have a pretty good treasure. Not like the greatest treasure in the world, but a good treasure. The thing is, these optional encounters are optional because they're usually incredibly hard. Ridiculously hard. So they're optional. By meaning they're optional, the GM can just completely take it out and no one would be the wiser. Or they can put it in and tell the PCs, hey guys, here's this room, but it looks really hard. So hard you'll probably die. You probably don't want to do this room, aka it's an optional room. The thing is, especially with my groups, I give them the optional rooms. And how many times in my entire life have they ever said, Steve, we're not going to do that optional room? And I think the answer is 0. They always do the optional room, no matter what, no matter how hard the challenge. Hey, we're level 5 and it's being guarded by a level 10 creature and the treasure is only slightly better than what we currently have? Sure, let's go in there and try to kill it. Hey everyone, attack! And that's it. Seriously, they Leroy Jenkins it all the time and just go right in. They don't even plan or anything. So, we will see what happens when they Leroy Jenkins this week. With that, let's get to this week's show notes. Show notes this week, RPG Superstar. It's pretty much done. I said before it was done. I'm just waiting for a couple of things from the printer. I'm waiting for some final illustrations. But otherwise, the book is just sitting here, and we are waiting. And for those of you who want to know what's going on with the book in the super secret section, you can become a Patreon for as little as $2. You can listen to an interview I did with Mark Steifer, who helped write that section with myself, and we go through what it is in detail, and there's a half-hour interview between him and myself and the other Roll for Combat people and the Patrons asking questions as to what it is, and you can listen to the entire interview on Patreon for as little as $2. And then, of course, for as little as $5, you can actually watch us play, and I'm also giving out a ton of spoiler information. I'm putting up images and interviews and new information all about the RPG Superstar book if you want to check that out. Plus, you can, of course, watch us play live, interact with us, all that fun stuff. And in fact, very soon we're going to be playing 3 games at once. We're going to be playing Agents of Edgewatch, we're going to be playing Three Ring Adventure, and now we're playing Malevolence, which is the continuation of the Fall of Plaguestone podcast. So make sure you check that out, because we are going to have a very busy summer playing 3 games at once, and you can watch us play all 3 at once. And on the Malevolent podcast, you can actually watch us use the new super secret section in person. That's right, you can actually see it in action and ask us questions while we're doing it. So you will get a sneak peek of the book, because the book will probably not be out until Gen Con. That's when we're planning for it to come out, which means around the end of September you two will be able to buy it yourselves. And the reason for that is because it takes about 3 months for the book to get printed and then show up here. That is just the way it is. And as I said before, I'm actually using the exact same printer that Paizo uses, so it's going to look and feel exactly like a Paizo book. It's the same size. The paper I'm actually using is heavier. The paper that Paizo uses is really thin. In fact, it's 60 weight, which is kind of surprising, because that's like the thinnest paper you can use while printing full color on both sides. I've actually gone to a high quality 80 weight paper, which is going to make this book super thick and super high quality. But the cover's the same. We're actually using the exact same cover stock. It's also the exact same size as a Paizo book, so it will fit on your bookshelf perfectly. And it looks like the final count is 172 pages. And also, by the way, we will have an option for you to pre-order it very soon, and I will bring copies to Gen Con. Hopefully that we get them early, because I'm going to have a whole bunch flown to myself early, so I can bring them to Gen Con, and that way you too can get the book in person. And of course, there will be a PDF version as well for those of you who want to download it and check it out. Other things to check out, do check out the Discord if you actually want to see a map of everything that's going on in any of our games. We have a section for spoilers, so check that out. Of course, if you want to play games, we have tons of games on our Discord channel. Just go to discord.rollforcombat.com. And I've said this a million times, because I see a lot of people who join the Discord and then leave right away. If there's something you specifically want us to add or do in the Discord, let me know, because I never really know exactly what people do in Discords. I myself don't really hang out in that many Discords, even though I belong to a million of them. Personally, I use Discord as a place to talk to developers for various tools that I use, and so whenever I have questions on how they work, I am a programmer by trade, so I often will use Discord to talk to other programmers about code and things like that. That's my main use for Discords. And of course, our Discord to talk to the fans, answer questions, things like that. But if there's something specific that you want to see on the Discord, let me know. Don't just leave. Just say, hey, Steve, could you add this thing? And I'll probably be like, okay, that sounds like a good idea. And then I will, and that's that. And then finally, make sure you do check out Jason's Talking Combat column, where he does a recap of every single episode. And of course, he does lots of reviews of all the hardcover books. And in fact, the Mogwai Expanse book is coming out very soon, and he is going to be doing a review of that one. And let me tell you, that book is crazy. That is a crazy, crazy book. And then after that is Secrets of Magic, which is also a crazy book. I tell you, these 2 new books coming out, wow, they are really jam-packed full of stuff. They are killing it over there at Paizo. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Okay, what are you guys doing? You tell me.
So I'll go find Dad, and I'm gonna bring Darius with me, and I'm gonna talk to him.
Lauren Sig is playing Hap, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
Okay. So you head over to dear old Dad after dinner. Everyone's straightening up. He looks at you and says, so, we should be planning for another show in the near future. We're pretty much rested up now, and we should strike while the iron's hot. We should probably start advertising and looking for a new show pretty soon.
Oh my god, I want to put on a show again so bad. I'm so tired of waiting through all this death and Zolgaths and being a hero. But Dad, that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. Those old scholars, they said they know where I come from. They said I've got fire genie in me. Ifriti, I think they called it. And I've been practicing. Watch this, Darius. Make another wish for something, Darius.
I wish for a shiny apple wrapped in bacon.
Rob Tremarco is playing Darius Varus, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
Okay. So Hap's gonna close their eyes, and like the ambient light's gonna somehow get a little bit darker, while like supernatural embers like swirl in the air, and her eyes glow, and her hair kind of stands up a little bit, and she holds her arms out in almost like a T pose, and kind of like some of these embers coalesce into a shiny apple that is wrapped in bacon. And then as she holds this apple that's wrapped in bacon, and as the lights dim, last time she handed you the plate of bacon, but this time she takes like her right hand, and she holds the apple in the left, and she snaps her fingers, and just a little spiral of magic just like swirls around the apple first, and then she hands it to you. Darius, I've been practicing.
Is this it? Is this the wish?
I think so.
She can
Dad,
make wishes.
I just kind of focus on his words, and I tried to, I don't know, just apply my magic to it. Taste it, Darius. Taste it.
I taste it. Is it delicious? I know?
It tastes exactly like a very good apple and very good bacon. Maybe the best you've ever had.
This is the best power that you possess. You have reached the culmination of your ability.
I thought that last little touch on the end would make it taste better.
What is that touch? What is that extra enhancement?
I don't know. It's just a little extra magic.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have achieved godhood. You may now ascend.
Well,
go to the skies and take your rightful place as Hap, the goddess of creation of food.
So what do you think, Dad?
Well, I always had a suspicion that you might have some Afriti blood in you. There were signs, and Mistress Dustlight believed that you were something unusual, something that would attract attention, and I doubt a earth elemental or a water or air elemental would have been as interesting as fire, as that is usually the most exciting one. So I had feelings that you might come from genie stock, but it was latent and obviously took a bit of time for it to appear. I'm glad that you were able to find out your heritage, and hopefully this will give you a little bit of peace in knowing what and where you came from. As for your parents, that I have no information, and I presume that's what you'll be looking for next. Though I do warn you that the elemental plane of fire is enormous, with millions upon millions of inhabitants. I expect you'll probably need divine intervention to help in your effort in finding your parents, your true parents.
Divine, like a priest? Which, I don't know enough about the gods. Like, which priest would be able to help me?
High-level priests can often ask their gods for favors and ask them questions. Even questions as difficult as who your parents might be out of millions upon millions of beings.
Well, who my other parents are. I've already been blessed with the best dad anyone could ask for.
Oh, that's nice, Hap, but I imagine you'd still want to find out more about your true heritage, if anything, just to state your curiosity. But yes, I have only known stories and have heard tales about high-level priests who can divine wishes or look into asking their gods for favors. I know very little about this. I imagine perhaps you can ask some of your friends, or perhaps those old men you've been talking to. They might know better. But I know that it is possible.
Maybe if we ever make it to Absalon. I hear it's a huge place where you can find anything.
That's true, but the downside is the price for something like that would be extremely steep, I would imagine, especially if you're not a follower of that religion. But don't worry about that. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
We have a show to put on.
He pats your back. It's like, no, you know who you are now.
Yeah.
Now you can not worry so much about this flame and whether it was something that was going to destroy you or hurt you or harm others. It's just part of you. It's no different than your hand or your hair or your fingers. It's just you.
It does feel that natural. Yeah, you're right, Dad. I'm just glad to know I'm going to be okay.
You're going to be
Yes.
great. You're going to be better than great.
It's not something to be feared. It's just something that can be scary if you didn't know what it was, but now you know. So you see, it's just something that's part of your heritage
And grants you ancestry feats.
and gives you the ability to be a little bit fireproof.
Just a little bit.
Little tiny bit. Like candle proof.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varys, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
Well,
Definitely
thanks for
candle-proof.
coming, Darius. I needed your help to make that magic happen.
Yes, how often can you do this wish?
I don't know. It takes a lot out of me. I barely had anything left after all that stuff we went through today.
Well, we should
Spoiler
definitely
alert:
measure.
Lauren did save that one last 4th level spell to do this, so this is still follows the rules. I'm following all of the rules perfectly for this.
We should definitely test it out and keep a tally. How many bacon witches I can make a day. As you
Yeah.
become more powerful, that may become infinite.
Oh, that'd
Oh my
be nice.
gosh.
Well, let's not do this before the end of the day, though, because it does take a lot out of me.
Well, here we are.
absolutely
End of the
exhausted.
day. It's right. What time of the day is it?
You just had dinner.
Yeah, it's.
You just
yeah,
had dinner.
We just had dinner.
Why a bacon apple? Is that even any good?
I was trying to stump you. Yes, of course. It's still you wrap it in and the apple is baked.
Is there any
Or
left?
sweet? No, of course not.
Oh, okay.
No, there's nothing left. I saved nothing for you.
The professor looks and says, What type of bacon was it? Do you know the animal?
Pig.
Are you sure?
Turkey bacon is not real. That's fantastical.
It did taste like pork bacon.
Witchcraft.
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, a human witch of curses.
It's like pork bacon.
It could have been
Tastes like pork bacon.
could have been tofu bacon. I hear that's a thing.
No, I can tell. That is also false. There's only one type of bacon, and it's pork.
Are you sure it's not vegetarian bacon?
I don't even know what that means.
It's bacon
I don't
made
understand.
out of leaves and twigs.
It tasted like exactly your
It's
favorite
much
bacon.
I
healthier,
think you're trying to make me
Darius.
sick.
You might want to look into it.
I'm
I'm
extremely
scared
healthy.
that you're going to have
protein
a
and
heart
fats.
attack before you're 40.
No, I am extremely healthy.
You know, Darius, you're in your 30s now. You have to start taking care of yourself.
Look at me. I am the model of physical greatness.
Oh, but that's only on the outside.
You think
Who
on the
knows
inside
what's
I'm
on
just
the
pure
inside?
cholesterol?
It could be that you
Like a
are
Stretch Armstrong filled with that goo?
cholesterol. That you just are filled with hardened arteries.
Well, if that's what gives me my strength, so be it.
I guess we'll find out in the future when you get better at Wait, aren't you a master of medicine? Maybe
I
you
am.
should look at your own
I'm
Self.
great. I burn
Doctor,
off all
heal
sorts of.
thyself be true.
I burn off all sorts of calories fighting dinosaurs and throwing them. I'm going to throw dinosaur. I promise you. Mark my words. I will throw a dinosaur.
I have always assumed that's how you get out of all those grapples. You just very oily and greasy
Mhm.
from the bacon.
No. I apply oil to my skin every day to remain
Bacon oil.
No.
Bacon oil.
This is just like tea tree oil.
Just bacon oil.
No, bacon oil is sometimes around my mouth.
Was this before you go to the gym and try to get all the attention of the other guys that are working out?
What?
What?
I don't go to a gym. I just lift things and fight here at the circus. There's no gyms. That's Alhara.
Oh.
She likes to go to the gym.
Right.
I do. That is
Right.
true.
Alhar's the gym rat. Not Darius. Darius
I'm-
is just a rat.
yeah. Just a regular. I'm more like just an outdoorsy rat.
Covered in grease.
It happens.
Well,
Have to
let's get some
remain shiny.
sleep. We have a lot of work to do tomorrow.
We do. We have to finish up that dangerous place and make it safe.
How did you want to get that light now or wait?
Oh, I mean, if we have time,
Maybe tomorrow before on our way down.
sure. I would like to. You know, I could probably ask the Unjoined Twins. They seem to know a lot of stuff. If they happen to know best spellcasters in town that might be able to do a high-level continual flame spell.
Why would they know? But sure.
Because they I don't know. Just in general, they seem to be very informed last time.
The
Yeah.
old wizards would know.
Gossip and stuff. The old wizards would know. You know what? We
Yes.
could go see them.
I know. You could see them.
They're creepy as heck, but sure, let's go see them.
They're not creepy. They have
Um,
sugar cookies. Atron loves them. They always have like
Old men
sweets.
that offer cookies to people is definitely creepy.
No, you're misguided. So yeah, I did double check. You'll probably be able to find a higher level. For some reason, I thought this town was smaller. This town is 11,000 people, so it's.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
the second.
I
It's the
thought it
second
was
biggest
smaller.
city.
I thought it was smaller, so I made a
Okay.
mistake. I thought it was a
That's right.
smaller city. It's been a while. So
It's fine.
okay, yeah, you can definitely find, a 9th level heightened continual flame. Use all your money for 1,350 gold just to
I
really good
don't-
flashlight. You got it. That's right.
Which one did
don't
you
wanna
want?
do
The
it.
5th level for 60?
I think 5th level should do it against
Unfortunately,
most
all
darkness
they have is
abilities.
9th, 8th through
All out of
2nd,
5th.
all out. We're all out of the low level ones. We got a special on the high level one though. Instead of
You're-
1350, it's 1300. We'll give you the 50 for free. There you go. No,
There's a spell casting. I'm trying to look it up. There's a cast a spell service charge. There's essentially
Yeah, it's 80.
as-
80 GP for 5th.
for a 5th level spell.
Yeah, for
Thank
5th.
you. Okay, I thought that
Damn.
was
So you're gonna spend
140 gold pieces
140 of your own gold
For a flashlight.
for
For
a
a flashlight.
flashlight.
I'll help you.
Yes.
Need more money?
I don't actually know how much money I have.
Elhar has
I mean,
130
I've
gold
I've
pieces.
started tallying.
That's
Yeah,
it.
so
I'll
I
give
need-
you.
I need
I'll give you
10.
20 gold from my stash. I think I have 190 or 70.
I mean,
You have
that's
170.
fine. I only need 10 more, and I can afford it.
Yeah.
I just need 10. So if you give me 10,
I give you
I'll be
10.
good.
Now reduce me down to 160.
Here's the thing. Yes, it's a lot of money for a flashlight, but it's a flashlight that will deny even a heightened darkness spell.
I love it.
Now, is there a spell that could do darkness that is as powerful or powerful enough that it doesn't matter? Maybe. But even a 4th level heightened darkness spell, it won't function in the area of this light.
What about greater darkness?
That's what I'm saying. So darkness suppresses magical light of your darkness's spell level or lower. So a 4th level light spell or continual flame spell would be suppressed by a 4th level heightened darkness. But if I have a 5th level continual flame spell, the darkness spell won't affect it.
Yeah, so what she's saying is that the 4th level darkness is greater darkness.
Is greater darkness.
Got it.
The thing is, this is a long game. Even just the spellcasting service is a long game investment because yeah, there might be things that can do some sort of darkness spell that's even higher or darkness effect that's a higher level, but this is pretty good against most run-of-the-mill darkness spells, and considering we're fighting a bunch of lowland, like Darklands creatures, they love to throw out darkness and just be like, ha, surface dwellers, now you're blind. And I don't want to play the submarine game with them where we
I
can't see
completely
them
dig
and we're
it.
just
Well, it makes
stabbing
sense.
in the dark.
It makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
I'm saving up for armor resilience rune.
Ooh, no, it's good.
That's so expensive.
But it's
How much
so
is it?
useful.
A few hundred.
You have
Crazy.
300 before turning in some of these things.
Let me see how much money
almost
the
have
staff
enough.
would be. So would anybody be willing to donate $12 to the Better Stick Fund?
Sure. I
Of
got
course.
cash available now, so yeah.
Come on. You really want that stick
Look,
that bad?
I-
You know what's better than
It-
I
that?
care.
Armor.
What? What? I mean, not for me. I already have +1 armor rune. What else am I gonna do?
Okay, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I can't etch a magic on the barding for Riley, or I would have. I looked it up. Barding can't be etched.
To be fair, you're gonna need time to upgrade the staff anyway.
Well, yeah, but what if we just walk into a staff shop and we go, here's a regular, trade you for that greater plus all this money. What if we did that? Just for the convenience of time.
That's a convenience of time out of character and in character.
Is anyone getting anything?
I'm just verifying. Yes, I would like to buy a resilient rune and get it put on my clothing.
How much is that?
340.
Allow.
Wait, that's it?
Yep.
Oh, well then, I want my stick, but that's more important.
It's awesome. It's
It
plus
only
one
gives
to
you
all your
+1
Yeah.
to every save. I mean, who wants
Yeah.
that?
It's one of the basics.
I want my stick, but that's more important. Mark me down for it too. I thought it was 800 something. That's why I wasn't thinking about it.
No, the first one's pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's the smarter choice. Does Alhara and Darius have it too?
Hmm.
Do you guys have the resilient runes?
No.
No.
Maybe you should do it.
I mean, I want it. It's just, it's expensive, is all. I'd rather have the light spell now. I think that's more immediately
Oh,
useful.
yeah. What about Darius?
So I'll get it later.
Darius could afford it.
I'll afford it.
Okay.
Yeah. The
Three
next
of
thing I'll get is a resilient rune.
Put on my braces of armor, or on something else.
All right, Rob, how much was
It's
it
automatic.
exactly? And
It's
I'll
automatic.
340 gold.
okay. I'll subtract that, and I'll have the correct amount of gold.
Well, resilient rune doesn't go on bracers of armor. I don't think it goes on like clothing.
It goes on Explorer's
outfit.
clothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Explorer's outfit.
That's cool.
That becomes your armor.
Okay, I have 18 gold left, which I'm okay with.
I have 11.5.
I really wanted that stick,
Or
but I think this is the
11.05.
smarter choice.
Yeah, that +1 save is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I have
This-
to imagine Ataran being the runic kind of crafting weaver would want it.
I've been wanting it. I just didn't realize it was more affordable than I thought it was.
Yeah, not terrible. And it's a level 8 item, and we just hit 8, so even more so, it just seems right.
Mm-hmm.
The
All right,
stick is
Hap
more
has
utility. It
one.
lets me cast. Yeah.
Atron, I'm putting it on right now.
Yes, please. Thank you.
I mean, it's +1 to all your saves.
Yup.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, that gives Ataran at level 8, 15, 13, 13.
I think it's really important for your rear lines also to have that because everybody's eating, like the front lines are eating a ton of stuff, but the back lines are eating saving throws and range attacks most of the time.
Yeah, those saving throws have been killing me. Literally.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I don't know. My reflex save is killer. My fortitude is fine, and my will is crap. So it'd be nice to get that up. But like, I'm pretty happy where I'm at.
So the rune of resiliency it gives bonuses to all saves.
You don't
Yes,
need it.
+1 to all saves.
He doesn't
And
need it.
Does
He
that
doesn't need
stack
it.
with my braces of armor?
No, you already have
Oh.
it. No, you don't need it, Darius. You already have it. Your
Oh, my.
braces of armor give you +1 item bonus
what I'm
to your
saying.
AC
That's
and
awesome.
your saving
Yeah.
throws. You don't need
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, your
Wow,
bracers
they
already
If it
don't
have
need
doesn't
it.
stack, then forget it.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're good.
You could give Alhara. No, she doesn't need that either.
I'm
Yes, she
Alhara!
does. She
You
doesn't
just
have
give her
it.
the resilient rune.
She
Yeah.
doesn't
No,
have it.
It's fine.
No,
I'm
I
not gonna
buy it.
take everyone's cash.
It's just for next year's birthday, and we have. So we
Here
don't
it
have
is.
To,
Okay.
You have it.
Okay. I will take it then. Thank you.
Does rest get rid of the drained?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. You are all no longer drained.
Yay.
Riley's a beast.
Level 8.
Well, if we're ready, we should all go around and do the level it up thing.
Oh yeah. So
That's actually
you
fun.
go
I
into
like it.
town. Hap gets a resilient rune. Atron gets a resilient rune. Darius gets a resilient rune, and Alhara gets a glowing stick.
no, but I buy the resilient rune to
And
give
And
it to
then,
Alhara.
and then
Alhara.
Darius realizes, oh wait, I can't use this.
I'm gonna stick it
Here you go,
a bracer.
Alhara. You can have
No
it instead.
refunds.
Here you go. No refund. Store credit only.
Yeah, the light's on the bracer though, not on the staff. As cool as it would be to have a staff that she's flinging around, I think the bracer with like the cover on it. The, like,
No,
flip
we
back
only do
cover.
staffs, no bracers. You need to
Yeah.
have
Wait,
glowing
get out of
stick. Big glowing stick. That's why. Didn't you see the sign outside? It says big glowing sticks. That's all we do here.
What if you
Look,
did
and
it
it's like
a
all
pocket
around.
watch?
It's all like torches of different types and sconces. And it's like, look, stick, glow. That's all we do.
Or get it on a small stick and tie it into your bracer.
That will work. I approve.
Just put it on the metal plate in the bracer, please. Yeah,
Okay.
alright.
It's a metal stick. It's a
And
metal
then,
stick.
and then he very carefully makes it like a little stick popping out. He goes, look, I made a little dent. It's a little stick. And then he puts it on there. He goes, there we go. You need to put it on stick. You can't just put it on flat surface.
Okay.
These gymnasts thinking they know how magic works. I get you, buddy.
They so
However,
silly. They don't get it. Sticks.
It's also a flame, so I like the idea that like she's wearing a bracer and then there's a flap of leather and she just has to like basically like with a loop, and so she undoes the loop and unfurls it, and then all of a sudden there's like fire coming out of her bracer.
Okay. Everyone has +1 to their saves. You're like,
Yay.
it's a save party. We're all saved. Thank you, Aerodin. Even though you're dead, we
Yeah.
worship you. and God saves.
I don't worship Aridin.
For
I
taking
don't
your
remember.
money from your tomb, which
That old
gave
fool.
us
Yeah,
the
that I'm fine
amount
with.
of gold we needed to buy this very expensive rune. So we worship your coinage, but not
I'm
you
not
as a
worshiping.
deity.
I'm not doing that.
Because
No.
you're dead.
So
No.
there's a little bit of character development to be said about that. Hap originally was thinking about worshiping for who was it? Shaylin, yeah. But now she's got this news about herself and who she is and what her bloodline is, and she's got a book and she's reading about how cool the plane of fire is, and she's starting to get a little confident. But not the good kind of confidence, the kind of shitty, arrogant teenager confidence.
Oh, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse.
No,
goes
I
back
don't
home.
like that.
Don't worry.
See,
At 9th level,
I
she
don't-
learns to get it under control. But for 8th level, she's gonna
Holy, are you serious?
be. It's not like full blown, but it's a little bit.
That's fine. I got a new spell to handle it.
Oh, thank God.
Oh yeah, you're all 8th level. What else you got?
Oh.
I got a couple new things. Alhara learned a couple tricks, so she has been working on her routine and moving about on the various platforms and things, and so she picked up a Rapid Mantel. So when
Ooh.
she makes a save to grab an edge, a reflex save to grab an edge, and succeeds, she can immediately just pull herself up onto that platform, which is pretty cool, because that's all part of a reaction. And then in addition to that, with Rapid Mantel, she can use her athletics check, which is formidable, to make that instead of reflex, although reflex saves are still better. But if she was to get like a bonus to athletic checks or something, maybe it was cool. And the other thing she got is her 8th level class feat. So I went and took another
Ooh.
feat from Staff Acrobat called Staff Sweep, where she can make a shove or a trip attempt with her bow staff against 2 enemies that are adjacent to each other, that are within her reach and are adjacent to each other.
Yeah, we saw a preview of that in the Red Cap fight where you tried to do it and realized, oh crap,
I don't have that
it
yet.
takes 2 actions for
That
me
was
to do
Alhara
this.
practicing it.
I was just
Right, she was
practicing.
practicing it, but now she's like, wait,
I-
I can do it in 1 action now.
Hilariously, I got the same DC, the same result, or the same roll rather. I got the same exact roll against both, and it's just that second one had the multiple attack penalty. The nice part about this is I roll once against both of them, and it only applies the multi-attack penalty once.
Excellent.
You were going to be the reason Steve kills us with trip attacks.
Oh,
Oh
good.
wait, I forgot. I do
Yeah,
trip
yes.
attacks too now.
Everyone does trip attacks. Don't worry. Now,
Not me.
now Steve increases the death pool against all of you. Really
I didn't do
hard.
it on purpose.
Except Darius. Well, it's just
Oh,
Riley.
wait. You're...
Why
hold
me?
on, wait.
Yeah.
Riley does the trip. Riley's dead. Riley's totally dead.
Atron's just gonna fail a fireball and die anyway.
That's right.
Funny you should mention. Steve, should I tell them what Riley gets, or do you want to do it?
I'm not saying anything. You do whatever you want. You
Oh,
do
okay.
you.
Oh, well, no, that's good. I could leave some mystery in there. Riley leveled up, and he's tough as nails now. And let's see, perhaps skill feat. She was gonna take impressive performance to get her diplomacy skill back, to kind of represent that she's relearning how to communicate with like people and like how to be that it's okay to have like a human side. But instead of
Mhm.
that, she took additional lore plane of fire because she's leaning more into that. So she's not getting better at diplomacy. She's becoming a shitty teenager.
Oh gosh.
And because when you take additional lore, like that skill levels up, she's instantly a master in the lore, which I don't like conceptually, so I'm not going to play it like that. I'm going to play it as in, I'm going to give her the master role, don't you worry. But she has to pull out her book to consult it for all of these checks. There's no way you can become a master overnight. I'm not playing that game.
But what about ancestral knowledge, right? Because the thing about being part, like, from the planes is all about thoughts and ideas and things coming to life, right? Like, they don't have a body and a soul. They are the same thing. It's all the same thing. And so a lot of the time, like an angel, for example, is the concept of good and the concept of law to their extremes given form. And so there's a certain amount of, like, knowledge.
You're saying
and
it's
stuff that exists.
instinctual.
Yeah, they don't
I'm
go to
saying it's
angel
instinctual.
school.
Yeah, they just
They
exist
are.
as angels and
Yeah.
have
Huh.
all of the knowledge and abilities. So what if Hap is able to tap into that primal, essence
Fire.
of being from the plane of fire, and that part of her essence that is the plane of fire, now that she's aware of it, can spark to life, and she's just flooded with this ancestral knowledge, this inherent awareness of
I
things.
like that, so I'm going to do both. Instead of sparking to life, it's going to sputter to life. She'll
Okay.
need the book to help kickstart it.
Okay.
And I don't want to talk about my class feat because I don't want to tell you all that how Riley improved.
This is all you guys. You tell me.
I can go.
Sure.
Otteron learned some new spells, which I'll wait to showcase as they come about. For the class feat, however, Otteron's inborn sorceress ability is getting stronger, and they now have the basic sorcerer spellcasting of their blood, which I will tease at least includes some healing. For a skill feat, their knowledge of all things occult is getting dark and rather disturbing as per disturbing knowledge. So they can merely talk about some of the terrible things that they have learned, seen, and studied and frighten people. It's a very useful skill feat.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, it's great. Yep, I like if you critical your roll, they're confused and frightened for a round instead of just frightened.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And considering my
That
occultism
is
roll is very high, it's pretty nice. And once you become legendary, which I mean is like level 16 or whatever, you can do it to a whole group of people in 30 feet. I can't wait. Can't wait. Let's see. What else? Really, that's it. General improvements, but it's really that sorcerer spellcasting picked up from the class feat for the multi-class and a couple new witch spells, which I'm really looking forward to using.
You go, Ahara.
I did.
She went.
Oh, then it's up to me. I, Darius, have a class feat
You dare.
and a skill feat. The class feat is Whirling Throw.
Whoa.
I can propel
So good.
a grabbed or restrained foe a great distance. You can throw the creature any distance up to 10 feet plus 5 feet times your strength modifier. That would be 30 total feet. If you successfully throw the creature, it takes bludgeoning damage equal to your strength modifier plus 1d6 per 10 feet thrown. So I basically make an athletics check against the fortitude DC of the creature to grab it and throw it, right? After the regular grab attempt. And my class feat is Titan Wrestler.
Ooh.
I can grab and wrestle things up to 2 size categories above
Oh my
size
God.
It's
category.
so good. That's what
So
Ahara
it's gonna
used to
be
trip
awesome.
the Triceratops.
I will have
yeah.
no penalties hucking dinosaurs 30 feet. And then, they have to fail a save. If I succeed if it's a critical success, I throw the creature the desired distance and it lands prone. Success, I just throw the creature the desired distance. It takes damage but doesn't go prone. Fail, I don't throw. Critical fail, I don't throw the creature and it's no longer grabbed. But it's going to be fun. A lot of fun.
So
That's
this was
cool.
an exciting level up.
It was.
It's an exciting level up.
That's why I like 2E. Every level has the potential to be exciting.
Yeah, I like it. There's something for everyone.
Very cool.
What did you get on your level up, Steven?
Nothing.
It's behind a big iron door.
I think it is.
So, as you're going through town, comparing notes and how you're stronger and faster and beefier and now better at saving your bacon,
Mhm.
you get a runner who comes up to you and says, "Oh, they want to see you over the lieutenant. She wants to see you."
Again.
Well, come on, let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
Chief Constable wants to see you. Hurry. So you head over. Luckily, it seems like it's Cat's day off. And instead, there's
Thank God.
a much older woman there.
Oh no.
Looks like a librarian.
She's really into me. Oh, no.
And a much older librarian. She looks up. She says, "Oh, so you're the famous Darius that Cat won't stop talking about."
Mhm.
She's got that cigarette voice.
I've
Oh
seen better.
gosh.
I don't know what she's so
I'm sure you
infatuated
have. You've
with.
lived a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sure you're just a pretty boy. All brawn, no brains. You can go in now.
Checks out.
Hey, that's funny. She got you.
Atron just walks by.
All right, we're going in, right?
But then
Yeah.
the old lady looks at Atron and it's like, "Oh, that one has a little bit of brain on them. Yeah, that's more my type."
Oh my gosh.
I have some very interesting knowledge you might be interested in.
Well, I'm always interested in knowledge. I'm into book learning, if you know what I mean.
Oh no.
Atron
Goodbye.
keeps going.
What you doing out here chatting with me? You're keeping the chief constable waiting. Get out. The chief constable, of course, is looking around and says, "Oh, yes, glad you're here. I got that note translated for you.
Aha. What does it say?
It's very fascinating." She
What
pulls
was it
out.
written in?
It's written in Amoran. That's the language of the catfolk.
Oh.
Aha. That's
and
right.
it-
Makes sense.
Yes. And so it's just a list of items. I'm looking at this, and there's a lot of items crossed off on this list. And a lot of these items that are crossed off are treasure or relics, things that are definitely worth a pretty penny. But I noticed there was only 4 items that were not crossed off. And we got that translated for you. One of them says balm. The other one says white stole. The other one says ghost's diadem. And the last one says goblet. She looks up at Atron and sees you wearing a white stole
Mhm.
with Aslanti lettering. Says,
Yep.
"I imagine that might be the white stole they're talking about on this list, I presume."
Yes, we have also found the bomb, the diadem. Well, I think the ghost would prefer we finished destroying the Zolgas within and cleansing the space before the diadem will become ours. The goblet would be maybe. Well,
We'll
think
find
we attacked the Zolgath that was leading already, so we have
yes,
not
yeah.
finished exploring yet.
Okay, yeah, give me a quick report. And I'm sure you go through it, you give her the quick
Yep.
report, she's listening to it, and she's like, "All right, well, keep up the good work. Again, if you can find anything that could nail Mistress Deathlight, I'd be pretty interested."
And
I
I,
mean,
killed so many Zolgaths.
So many.
The
okay,
ghost actually has seen her, so I think hopefully if the ghost is still present after we are done, maybe the ghost will actually speak willingly to people, or at least the Knights of Eridan.
well, okay, that could be useful. But anyhow, I just wanted to give you this list. I'm pretty busy right now, but I thought this might be useful to you while you are down there. So, anyhow,
Yes, thank you.
here you go, and good luck, and see if you can find out what those other 2 items are on the list. Guess this ghost diadem, or I guess you know where that is, but a goblet. I presume these are worth a lot of money and very valuable.
What's strange
Yes.
is that Madame Dusklight even left them. She knew they were here.
Do you think it... I don't know.
Okay, so off you go, back to the dungeon, right? Right.
I mean, we're gonna
Right,
stop
right.
and grab some lunch, to bring with us.
It
Let's
is
get Caleb's colds.
possible Mistress Dustlight could not deal with the rock, and that is why they were remaining. The
What
large
do you think
bird
it-
demon.
Is it just a list of items, or is
No,
it
there's no
like...
context. We don't know anything more.
There's a bunch crossed off except for those 4 items. So that implies those 4 items were not destroyed or collected. We know at least that
Yeah.
the diadem is on the ghost, which even the list says ghost diadem. We have the balm. That was the balm that was made from a saint. And we have the stole that Otteron's wearing. So the real question item is this goblet.
Yeah, okay. So I think it maybe was a list of things that she was maybe asking for, or like trying to barter for,
Perhaps.
you think? Because we know she is working with the Zolgath.
Yes. As they start to head back downstairs and reach that bottom area, Otteron will chant "Ha mi Shalette" while gesturing towards the ceiling and pulling down coruscating black and violet energy into their mouth as they cast False Life.
Fantastic.
Blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna snap my fingers and put a little bit of flavor in your violet energy.
Oh,
And then, as normal, Otteron just chants Fiend and puts light on their staff.
I put light on Darius.
Yep. And Ahara's got her own light.
and Alhara unfurls her new bracer and allows this
Ooh.
dancing flame. Ooh, what color? This is a good question for Steven, because we didn't cast it, so it's not our decision. What color is this continual flame?
red. Too red. White. Normal white. Boring
Just
white.
like white with like little sparks
Like
sort of flying
office
out of
lights
it.
white?
It's like fluorescence.
Oh, man.
You're like, ow, that hurts my eyes. It's like, yeah, but it's good against darkness.
Oh my God, look at, I got bags under my eyes. What
You
do
can-
I?
it's
What do I
so
kind of
crushing.
hear
bags?
it. Like when everything else is silent, you just hear it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but you know what? It works really well against darkness.
Yeah, I
Works really
bet.
well against darkness. All right,
No,
fine.
that's the best type of light against dark. That's the whole reason you got it. If you're going for mood lighting or just like kind of fun lighting, I would have given you a color. But you're like, it's going to be great against darkness. I tell you right now, it's going to be the best thing. They're going to be trying to cast darkness and greater darkness and super greater darkness and ultimate darkness.
Super
and
greater
it's just going to be like,
darkness.
boom, you suck. I can see because
Yeah.
I have fluorescence +5,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh no.
He's got you there. Oh, he's got you.
darkness.
Okay, all right. It's sort of just stark white, pulsating, but at a very fast speed, like flickering white.
Remember Joel versus the volcano? Yeah, that's what it is. That horrible lighting in the office, Joe. Okay, you're back in your favorite place. Darius swears to God he hears that damn
If I
red cap.
see that little red cap,
I brought my friends. We're gonna get you, Darius.
Oh, no.
I don't see anybody.
under his breath, I'll get them all.
Oh well, we're in the first intersection.
Maybe my light's not working?
No, I had to refresh the page too. I had the same thing happen.
I will do
Like
so.
I lost everybody and my light stopped working, so I had to refresh the page.
I blame the schools.
That's the red cap. I got you.
You little bastards.
I'm over here. Now I'm over here.
What?
Now I'm over here.
Oh
Alright,
my
what you gonna do?
So glad you're the
Which
only one who
way?
can hear it.
There's
How about we look down this corridor to the left?
Ooh, look,
No, we
Let's
haven't
do
been
that.
down here.
big double doors. They're inviting you. Inviting you. Oh,
That sounds so
You're
good.
getting so close.
Let's go over here.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Gonna check out the door, make sure there's nothing funky about it.
They are exquisitely detailed stonework.
Ooh.
Beautiful doors. Beautiful. Unlocked.
Oh.
Unlocked.
That's never a good sign.
Oh boy.
What are you gonna do?
Just roll in
I-
10 feet as you do.
That's what we're gonna do. On the count of 3, I'm gonna leap in the room as
Really?
Darius opens the door.
Why don't you do
Yeah.
this?
Okay.
Back up 10 feet and then
No.
leap 10 feet to me.
This is what I
Okay.
want to do. I think this is a good compromise to jumping into every room to get panache and a way better initiative score. I'm ready.
All right.
Do it.
I opened the door. Oh gosh.
Okay, you open the door, you jump in, you hit a stone statue that was right in front of the door.
Oh, no.
Give me a reflex save.
Cool map.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. And
I
this
love how
actually
the
can cascade
floor has the
very
Eridan's
quickly.
eye. That's cool.
Oh,
I rolled
31.
pretty well.
You rolled pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm going to still say you take damage, though.
What?
You take 4 points of damage
You
as
stub
you
your toes.
clip
Okay.
the statue.
That's
You literally charged into a stone
Who puts-
statue.
who put the statue right on the other side of the door? I mean, come on. These
Who
are
does
travel
that?
lines here.
Who does that?
Who does that?
12 statues ring the perimeter of this round, cavernous chamber. The exquisitely detailed stonework depicts humans facing inward toward the room's center, each wearing a mask of cloth, leather, or stranger materials. Low stone steps lead to a circular dais in the center of the room where an inscription has been carved deeply into the gray stone. Double doors exit to the north and the east. And of course, you see on the floor a massive Eye of Eridan.
Ooh.
What creatures are there in here to kill?
You see
Well,
12
there's you now.
statues.
I think
Aw.
Atron will slowly
Atron,
walk
please
in
take a
next
look at
to
this.
Alhara.
Atron walks in, avoiding the statue by the door,
Yeah.
not
they-
taking any damage.
See, they get it.
Does Atron know anything about these statues?
Probably.
Well, one thing at a time. You recognize the text in the central dais as it's written in Islanti.
Ooh.
Probably have to go a little closer to see it, though.
It says, "Abandon hope, all ye who hit their heads on this statue."
Yeah. Atron walks a little closer to read it.
They read it. It says, Aridin blesses those who share his guises.
Oh, that's nice.
You can give me religion or occultism or society check. You know what? I'll do it.
Aridin lore?
Or Aridin lore. Oh, you know what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You recall that Aridin sometimes walked the world disguised as a practitioner of common profession, such as a farmer or shepherd. But using your superior Aridin lore, you're looking around at the 12 statues and realizes that these are the 12 guises of Aridin that he used to take when he walked around as human. They are the artisan, the artist, the beggar, the farmer, the fisher, the hunter, the merchant, the scholar, the shepherd, the soldier, the tailor, and the thief.
And I think Atron slowly pivots, pointing those all out to everybody.
You also notice that of the 12 statues, they're all wearing masks, and 2 of them, however, are missing their masks. And I have a picture of what they look like.
That's cool.
Interesting.
How interesting.
I like pictures.
That is a picture you see.
Oh, with a lamb.
Yeah, that is the picture of the shepherd statue.
I see, and it's
Nice.
like a little cloth mask that goes over the statue.
Yes,
That's
the
cool.
statue is wearing a mask of spun wool.
Nice. But 2 are missing?
It appears 2 of the masks are missing.
Guide don the mask. Is that what it said?
Atron frowns. There's 2 of these masks that are missing. I don't know why, but considering the note we were just informed about, I have to assume Madame Dustlight has been here and taken them.
Maybe. There's still more of this underground temple that we haven't
So
explored.
which,
They
it's
could
the
still be here
shepherd
somewhere.
and the what that don't have the mask?
Yeah, which 2?
Well, do you want to go through each one?
Yeah, we're gonna look
let's
at
see
all
which
12.
one.
Yeah, just
okay.
look around, see which 2 are missing.
Okay, you look at the artisan, and that's a muscular woman swinging a carpenter's hammer.
Nice.
That statue wears a patchwork mask of balsa wood, iron, and leather. You then look at the artist, a willowy man carrying sculptor's tools and a painter's palette. The statue is wearing a mask woven of boar's bristles. The beggar is a stooped, elderly man with an empty bowl in one hand, reaching out with the other. That statue wears a mask of burlap cloth. The farmer is a broad-shouldered woman clutching a sheath of wheat and a sickle. The statue wears a mask woven of dried grain stalks. The fisher is a bowly man hauling a net laden with fish. The statue wears a mask of silvery netting. The hunter is a cloaked woman crouching low, aiming a heavy bow towards the center of the room. The statue wears a mask of brown leather adorned with autumn leaves. The merchant, a pudgy man, carries a scale under an arm and holds out a hand with a palm full of coins. This statue is missing its mask. The scholar, the statue depicts a wizened woman hauling a sack of books in both arms, a quill tucked behind her ear. The statue wears a mask constructed of stiff parchment. The shepherd, a young man, holds a crooked staff and reaches down to stroke a stone lamb. The statue wears a mask of spun wool. The soldier, a stocky woman, stands at attention, a crossbow strapped to her back and long sword and daggers at her belt. The statue's mask is constructed of pieces of broken blades. The tailor, a lanky man, displays lengths of cloth draped over an arm and holds a needle and thread. This statue's mask is missing. And the thief, a grinning woman, touches a dagger at her belt and holds up a purse with cut strings. This statue wears a mask of black satin. So it looks like there's 10 masks, 2 are missing.
Hap, can you tell if these are magical?
Um,
I'm assuming so.
okay, but I'm gonna back away. I don't want another situation like in the library. So I'm back up a little bit and look through my magic lenses.
Yes, all the masks and the statues are all putting out weird magics.
Okay.
The masks themselves appear to be pretty low level, but it looks like the best way to describe it is it looks like the energy has been disturbed. There's something wrong.
There's something wrong with this magic. I can't tell what. It's been disturbed somehow. It's not normally when I look through and see magic, it's pretty stable, right? It's like a glow, but this is all out of whack.
Well, there's two possibilities. Eridan's alleged death, which disturbed the magic of his clergy, or the masks missing.
What did you say that the inscription reads?
Eridan blesses those who share his guises.
So, should we take on the guises from the statue?
I was thinking more that those who follow these professions would be blessed, but maybe
I'll
we
go up
have
to the artist statue.
Yes, maybe we have to figure out one that would align with us, and
I'm gonna take this mask.
Why would we take them?
I'm gonna touch the mask first without like pulling it off the head. I'm gonna touch the artist mask.
Okay. As soon as you touch the artist's mask,
you explode.
nothing happens.
Okay, I'm going to gingerly pull the artist mask off of the head.
Wait, Hap,
Okay.
why?
You gingerly pull it off. It comes off without any problem. It appears to be a very sturdy mask made of balsa wood, iron, and leather. And suddenly, you see the statue lunge forth and attack Hap. Give me a
Performance check.
will save.
Oh, boo.
No.
Jeezy's die. 22.
You fail. You see the creature, aka the
It's my
statue,
best save, too.
lunge forward,
Mhm.
trying to grab the mask and punching you in the face. You take 18 points of
Oh.
damage.
Oh no.
Ching.
You're frightened too, and
Roll for combat!
What have we learned, Hap?
Oh no.
Just wait. I have an idea.
Is it another
Okay.
one like this one?
Hap, you're first. What do you do?
I'm going to use one action to step back away from the statue.
Okay.
I'm going to use another action to don the mask.
Okay.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Okay. And I can use my last action to either perform some art or I can attack. I'm going to take the long shot. I'd like to roll perform. I would like to quickly
Okay.
whip up a little bit of fire, craft it into the shape of a beautiful bird, and then let it explode into gorgeous embers.
You got it.
32.
Beautiful.
Old exploding sparrow.
Nice.
I
tickles.
love it.
Very nice.
Amazing.
Very nice.
Riley's up. What
Does
Riley
absolutely
do?
nothing, right?
Well, you don't know.
Oh, yeah, Riley gets one action.
You don't know.
Riley's just going to come and stand next to me.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Okay. Darius, you
Oh, no.
see one of the statues near you attack you, punching you in the face. Give me a will save.
Ah.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
no.
spend a hero point.
You
That-
can't. I'm not
No.
letting you. I want a critical failure. I want to see what happens.
No.
On a nat one.
Sorry, buddy. 29. I think it's a little better.
Way better.
Oh, come on. You actually wanted that. It was more fun. This is not nearly as much fun. It could have been Saver's death, too. It's a fun one.
Hilarious.
Oh, crap.
Fine. You take 17 points of damage and you're frightened
Ooh.
one.
Ooh.
Darius, you're up.
Well, no time like the present. I take the mountain stance.
Oh no.
I grab the statue.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's happening. It's already
It's
happening.
happening right now. So I'm going to
no.
make an athletics check to grab the statue.
Okay.
Looks like I probably don't do it.
Nope.
You rolled a 2 on the dice.
Wily
Too
statue.
slippery.
Nope.
Too slippery.
Nope.
And then I take Mountain Stronghold. So I'm at my maximum armor class, which is pretty big.
Whatever. Alhara
Pretty
goes. Now, this is the thing. Alhara,
Yeah.
you don't see anything happening. You just see Darius and Hap being weird and taking damage, but nothing's happening. Nothing's moving. Nothing's happening.
Nothing's moving according to
No,
Alhara.
nothing.
Okay.
Atron too. They don't see anything.
So Atron's
just-
just looking around confused.
Yeah, they just see Hap freaking out and
Well, you saw me
bleeding
take
and
the
screaming.
thing, and then you saw me take damage. You
and
know?
Darius too. But nothing's moving. Nothing's occurring. Nothing's happening.
What is then Alhara's gonna ask Atron what's happening? What's going on? And I'm gonna
Something-
delay my action.
Atron's up.
Something is wrong in here. Whatever you two are doing, you are getting hurt, and Atron's gonna
I
get
mean,
out of the
do
room.
I hear Ataran, right? I do, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean? The statues are attacking.
Atron's gonna move out of the
Hap
room.
tried to grab this mask off, and now they're alive.
Yeah. I'm gonna move out of the room. I'd like to recall knowledge.
Sure.
See if I can think of something.
I'm looking. Cultism. Oh, you missed by 1. Thievery.
Oh.
Boy, I'll give you the Eridan lore, though, because that one you actually rolled well.
Woohoo!
You realize... Put back the mask.
Yeah. Atron will just say, "Put the mask back quick, and let's get out of there." And Atron will extend their arms out as black feathered wings appear, and as they bring their arms together, the feathers go flying over Darius. Right? Or Hap more injured.
Hap
got
is more
hit.
injured.
And I have less AC.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't look like Hap's injured on my screen. That's weird.
Oh yeah, on mine,
Slightly light green.
a little yellowy.
Oh,
All right.
You guys don't see my health bar?
No.
No, we
I
just
see
see
your
the
health
auras.
bar.
I see Darius's health bar.
I
Yeah, I
see
don't see
Ahara's
yours.
health bar.
Huh.
Yeah, it's inconsistent.
All right. Well, I'll have the feathers fly over Hap then. So you
Yeah.
get fast healing.
8? Is it?
8 for 4
That's
rounds.
very
3?
helpful. Yeah, no, I took a third of my health. So.
My brain. Let me just hit life boost.
Alhara's gonna
God.
jump back into initiative if that's okay, and basically just follow Atron out and stand in front of them, whirling her staff around and parrying.
Hap, you're back. You're up.
Okay. I don't know what kind of action it's gonna, or what kind of skill it's gonna take, and I don't care. I will use one action to step back towards that statue. And do I need to roll to put the mask back?
No.
Okay. I put the mask back on,
Okay.
and then I use my last action to step back again. Okay, Marble, we cool?
Atron frowns, just watching.
Does Riley do anything?
He's just gonna, standing protectively next to me.
Okay. It seems like whatever was causing this has stopped.
Well, I guess that's not how we solve this.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, theft of a holy place usually rarely does.
It said take the guys. I took the guys.
Who said take the guys?
As description.
Yes.
I don't think it meant literally.
Yeah, it didn't mean take.
I assume that maybe Eridan's broken power is what's causing some sort of violent reaction. But also, someone has taken 2, so maybe if you grab them and leave, it doesn't hurt you after? I do not know. Natron will start talking with Chilagosh about it to regain their focus point.
Seems like maybe we should find the missing masks and restore them, doesn't it?
I'm hoping that one of the other Zolgas in here has them, but I am more worried that Madame Dusklight has taken them. Mistress?
Did we see if they were on the list?
Yeah. Well, I guess technically we don't know because it was in Catfolk.
But
No,
was
you
all
have-
the
you told us.
items on the list
Translated
translated, or
it.
just the ones that were not crossed out?
Yeah,
No,
it's translated.
everything was translated.
Okay, well, what are the sorts of things that were crossed out then?
Well, now you double check it and you look and you see mask made of coins, mask made of fine silk.
Okay, yeah, so they're gone.
Yes.
Presumably.
She took them. Damn it. We will get them back.
Hmm.
Yep, I guess I'll
Oh.
leave.
Let us go to the north then.
And it goes right back to the big old cavern. Look, it's a big old loop-de-loop.
Well,
Loop-de-loop-de-loop.
well, we can
What?
look through this cavern now since we are back here.
Oh yeah, let's go check out that abandoned Zolgath camp.
Watch out for large dinosaur heaps of dung.
Oh my god. Good call.
It
I-
stinks!
I am being serious, considering the Triceratops that was dwelling here.
Yeah, I'm not going down there. Have fun, you two.
Okay.
No, we will.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. You're going to miss out on all the poop snowball fights.
Oh, what a shame.
That's so gross.
I'll just look around. I was
It's
interested what kind of, like, tools
it's
and
not
stuff.
gross to them. Okay. It's going to take a little while. It's going to take a bit of time. It's a big camp. Again, this looks
Okay.
like there was dozens and dozens of filthy nets, cold fire pits, broken tools. You're pretty sure there were several hundred Zolgath and dozens of dinosaurs down here.
Uh-oh.
And you're like, okay, this is bad. Looks like there was an army here. And yeah. Anyhow, you spend a good 30 minutes and you've managed to find a few small baubles of things. You find a bit of jade in the shape of a fighter with like multiple arms, and it looks pretty cool. And you find a rune stone with a rune you don't recognize.
Ooh, that's cool.
That was not expected.
Mm-mm.
That's it. That's all that you find in the debris that's worthy. The rune stone's on a iron disc. Or rather, the rune stone is an iron disc, and there's a cool rune on there you've
Right.
never seen before.
That's so cool.
I
That's
will
it.
have to
Is
take a
the-
look at this rune later.
Well, we could take a moment and look at it, right?
Okay. And
How-
Atron will start studying the rune.
Is the jade statue magical?
Are you
Yeah.
bringing it up to her? Because she doesn't seem to want to go anywhere near that.
Yeah, no, that stinks.
That poop pit. Nowhere near
dirty.
the poop pit.
Yeah, I'll write it over to her pretty quick.
That's right. That's right, Aaron girl.
What?
Yeah, totally magical.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
magical.
Oh, yeah, so you look at the rune. That is a rune of wounding.
Oh, that's my
Sounds
favorite
nice.
rune. God, I wish there was a way to put that on Riley. I wish
That
it
is so
so bad. Wait, and none of y'all can even use it. Oh, I want to put it on
That's
my
not
dog so bad.
That's not even true.
It needs to be on like piercing or
Why can't we-
slashing.
Yeah, piercing or
That's-
slashing weapon.
I have both a piercing and a slashing weapon, thanks.
Nice. Oh, 1d6 persistent bleed damage when you hit. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's my
Mhm.
all-time favorite rune. I love it
Damn.
so much.
Well, we'll sell it.
Steve, what do I have to do to put it on my dog? What do I have to do?
Talk
Give
to
your dog a sword.
Cast
talk
Awaken?
talk to Luis. Don't talk to me. Talking to
Okay.
the wrong person.
Okay, I'll ask
I
Louise.
seriously have
That's
two
great.
different weapons it would fit on.
Yeah,
Come
we'll
on.
put it on one of them.
Okay.
If the Jade Man Warrior is magic, I'll look over that
Yeah,
one too.
you figure it out. You can look at it.
Ooh, oh.
Now I wish I'd built a fighter just so I could use that.
You know what? Whatever you find is what you will want. If you had a fighter, you'd be complaining because they found the staff of animals.
Right.
You're gonna be like, "Oh, I wish I
Have
made
animals.
a wizard so I
Mm.
can
I'm
use
gonna
that
summon
book I
that.
found." And then you find everything you find, you wish
This
you
is
had
the first
other
time I'm
thing.
saying that, though, is the rune of
The
wounding.
first time you said that tonight. I hate to bring
No.
it to
Name one other thing.
last week.
I mean,
What was
do
it?
you want me to point at Riley?
I know. Every week you're like, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I wish I
This-
did this.
This Jade Warrior, you attach it to your weapon, and you can command its activation, and when you use it, it will draw the attention of the creatures you are fighting, and for that short few seconds, all those within reach of that weapon will be completely, surprised and flat-footed because of their attention to it. So it is very good for a long weapon like your staff?
O'Hara, twirls it in a flourish. You don't say.
It's a Jade Bauble.
Jade
Level
bauble.
8 consumable.
Mm.
Very good. So Atron hands it over to Alhara immediately.
I have to be a master of the affixed weapon, so
Yeah.
I don't think I can use it quite yet.
Well,
Not.
I don't think
yet.
Atron would immediately think of that, so they'd still probably
No,
give it
that's
over
okay.
to you.
That's all right.
Soon. Maybe?
Hmm.
When do you get master?
Soon I will
Jeez.
be master of my weapon. And then I'll trip everything I can
Yeah,
find.
when do swashbucklers get master?
Level 13, it looks like.
Huh.
That's a little ways down the way, but
A
Yeah.
little ways down the way. In the meantime, I can wear it as a necklace.
There you go. You just keep it on the weapon so you can actually use it.
that'll be nice.
Atron, I keep yelling at it. It doesn't work.
All right. Well,
Mhm.
you don't find anything else worthy. There's not even enough dung to have a proper poop ball fight around here.
Ugh.
But
I miss Jersey.
Gross.
gross. But yeah, there's still a lot more to do down here. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still 9 plus rooms to go through. So
Jesus, this place is huge.
Yeah, it is.
It's big.
If we're
And
gonna open the bad door, we need to do it while we're at full strength.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. It's terrible in there. Steve
You're
loves
right.
it.
Let's go to the big door while we're at full strength.
Yeah.
Right. If it's real
All
bad
of our-
and we barely make it out, we'll go get lunch.
Yes.
okay, you're at the door.
Reminder
It's
to
big.
Vanessa, you have the root magic.
It's made of iron.
I do,
It's
thank you.
locked, triple locked.
Oh, we're not even
What
going to be able to get
do
in the
you
door.
do? You can either, you could force it. A big, strong person could force this open, like anyone in this party except for Riley, because they're not a person.
Except for Riley.
Excuse me? Hold on. No.
Do you want to try that again?
Oh my
Come
god.
on! There's not a
Riley
person.
just goes up and goes,
They're not a
"Woof."
person. Riley-
Animals
Um,
are people too.
Ugh.
Okay, so there's 3 locks on here, right? What? Ahara's just gonna try. She's probably not good enough at picking locks, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It's worth a shot. 33. I rolled a 19. Holy crap!
Wow.
Wow.
Click one lock, just one.
All right,
You did it.
I can do this.
You're
Hey,
going
More
to do
to
it.
go.
You're going to do it.
all right. Try the next one.
No.
20.
You actually don't break your tools. You're fine. You don't.
I don't break my tools.
You're fine. You don't unlock it though.
All right, I'm gonna keep trying. Hold on, I think I can get this. 22.
Nope.
Thievery's so fun in this game. 28.
Hey.
Yeah, you did it. Click two.
Yay.
All right. Come
One
on,
more.
Alhara.
Almost.
Or
almost got
9
this.
more
Here
if
we
it's
go.
3 locks.
Oh,
natural one.
there goes
Spend
the
it.
lock.
Spend it. End of the night.
Wrong.
Hero point.
That's true.
Hero point.
I'm gonna use my
You
hero point.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Unlock picking skill.
It's
Yep.
the end of the,
It's the end of
it's
the
the end of the
night.
night.
All right, go right ahead.
23.
You almost break it, then you're like, "Oops, I saved it." So it's not broken. It's not open, but it's
Okay.
not broken.
Everyone
Okay.
probably notices that Atron has taken out a mithril tube that's about 12 inches long, and they're just holding it while you're working.
Give her guidance. real quick.
Interesting.
One tube left.
If they want.
One lock left.
All right, here we go.
Nope.
Throw it again.
There you
go.
go.
Yay.
Click.
Atron puts the tube away.
Oh.
You think you hear in
Oh.
the distance? I
Interesting.
warned you.
Yeah, you did.
You
What do you
certainly
do?
did.
PCs do stupid things.
What
You
do you
ready?
do?
I'll
What do you
open
do?
it if you're ready.
I'm ready.
Just, we should be ready to flee at a moment's notice.
For the record, I didn't want to do this at all, but I knew you guys weren't going to let me get away with that.
Yeah, correct. I opened the door.
Alhara backs up 5 feet to get a good
Oh god.
running start and prepares to leap 10 foot forward just inside the door as soon as the door opens.
Uh-oh.
All right, you leap almost into a wall. Good job.
Almost, but not quite.
Not quite. You
I'm
open
fine.
the door. You weren't sure what to expect, but this is probably not what you expected. You see a very large circular chamber. Opalescent stones inlaid into the floor of this chamber form a spiral pattern reminiscent of a nautilus shell. A clay statue stands at the spiral center, its hands palm up, and bearing a tin chalice with a rim
The
of
chalice.
silver, gold, and ebony. That's all you see.
Well, there's the chalice.
Goblet, but yes.
Wait, did the chalice from the palace have the pellet with the poison?
What?
Oh, it was the flagon with the dragon that had the brew that was true. I don't know what I'm going to do with this.
Does Antaron think that's a creature?
Oh yeah, let's do some knowledges.
Knowledge!
Atron looks and says, "Oh, that is a beautiful statue of Aerodin. Ageless beauty."
It is a very nice statue, but I am concerned. We have fought various stone creatures and statues. I have to assume it will attack. And my symbol did not help us with the creature that came out of the eye. And
Are any
considering
of my knowledges
Uthodon warned
relevant?
us.
You're not in there.
Oh, well, scoot in a little bit so I can get in there.
A button here.
All right.
It's a djinn.
You're like, oh, that's a nice statue.
That's a nice statue.
Looks like a
Beautiful.
nice
I
statue.
hero point that knowledge check.
Can't.
You can hero point secret checks.
You can?
Yeah, you can hero point secret checks. You can hero point anything.
Yeah, that's a beautiful statue.
I'm very certain that's a beautiful statue.
Ataran's going to walk further into the circular room to the other side and see that there's another door. Is the door open or closed?
That door is closed.
Okay.
Oh, because I can see through it.
Yeah, that was my question. We could accidentally see through it.
Oh, alright, well, it's
okay.
locked.
Yeah, we don't know. So Ataran just says there is another door out, but we never finished going down that one hallway. Okay, I have to assume if we touch this goblet, we are in for a fight with this statue.
Don't we have to
Correct.
touch a goblet though?
If we're going to get it, we have to get it.
Something's going to happen. Alhara starts to slowly walk around the room.
Ataran
walking
retreats to the door.
Do you want me to push it up against the wall from back here?
No, I got it.
Can you
Hold
float
on.
the goblet with magic?
Oh, I see what you're doing.
And Alhara's walking between the inlaid
Already in action.
stones on the floor and going around this, like, the nautilus shell spiral.
Yeah, it's cool.
But being careful, like, really deliberate and being careful not to touch any of them.
Ataran
Until
looks very
she gets
nervous.
I'm very
up
nervous.
to the statue. She's going to take a look over the entire statue, make sure that it's not trapped, not moving slightly.
You look very closely. The statue is tall.
Yeah,
Obviously, appears to be made out of clay.
right?
Depicts Aerodin.
Mm-hmm.
Is holding palms up, bearing the tin chalice, almost offering it to you, asking you to take it, begging you almost. It looks like you could just pick it right up. It's not even holding it or anything. It's just like, here you go. Here you go.
Alhara reaches for it and then stops. She turns to Atron. Hey, do you have that, what was it, platinum holy symbol?
Yes, and Ataran will take out the platinum holy symbol of Aridin and give it to Alhara.
Yeah, toss it here really quick.
Yes. Hopefully
grab
it will
it.
help.
Alhara carefully places it around her neck. Okay, here we go. She rubs her hands together.
Tune in next week on Roll for Combat when we see how dead our heroes are.
She reaches out one hand slowly, deliberately, and places her fingers around the neck of the cup without actually touching it, and then all at once picks it up and snatches it away from the hands.
Mm-hmm.
The second you pick up the goblet, the statue comes to life.
Roll
No!
for combat.
Oh, boy. Oh boy. That's worse.
You realize, wow,
That's bad.
we're dead. We're really dead.
Um,
they locked that door for a reason.
Okay.
We had to get the chalice.
Here we go. Level 8.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember when your GM smiles at you, it's already too late.